When less than 5% of the population, black males between the ages of 15 and 45, account for nearly 50% of the homicides every year, that's not a police problem. That's a culture problem. Welcome to Facts Over Feelings, brought to you by Support Our Shields, and these segments are dedicated to people who bring hard truth to a world that's full of lies, gaslighting, and propaganda. Today we're featuring Anton Daniels, host and founder of the Millionaire Morning Show. This man is the poster child of the American dream, and he teaches and promotes personal responsibility as well as accountability and meritocracy. I love it. His rise on social media is one of the reasons a lot of professional propagandists, card-carrying media members of the aristocracy are on their final contract with mainstream media networks this year. And it's been amazing to watch. On a daily basis, he exposes the lies and the hypocrisy that is continuing to divide our country and has devastated the black community. Of course, one of the wokesters' favorite topic to mislead people is policing, because many of them are members of the Victim Olympics Committee, and it's their favorite excuse that they keep in their little woke bag of tricks. And the race baiters, the political whores, and the pulpit pimps use it to get money and grab power. Well, Anton has had it, and he dropped the mic not only on this female on the panel, but this smoke was for the entire woke nation. But before we see him cook, I want to warn you that he uses some very adult language. So this is not appropriate for the kiddos, but it needed to be said. Let's check it out.
What people don't understand is that largely, and if you look at the demographics and you look at what's going on in America, police officers are killed at a much greater rate relative to actually dealing with criminals than on the opposite side. So police officers are targeted. They're underpaid. They're overworked. Listen, you can't even get people to get a fast food job, but you're going to try to convince people to put their lives on the line. In a culture where we talking about police officers are the devil, where we talking about police officers are being targeted, you're not going to recruit the right type of people to even police their own communities when they're automatically labeled as bad for the community en masse and by large by the media, instead of us condemning the individual decisions of each individual cop. And we evaluate them. Do I think that we need to get the road cops up out of here? Absolutely. But I'm trying to tell you, the culture has already demonized police officers regardless, because if you put the uniform on, no matter how good you are as a person, you are of the devil. So y'all don't know what y'all talking about when it comes to certain things. You reading some survey and some statistic online. It's not an accurate reflection of what's happening in these cities. It's not true.
After this, there's no debating it, right? We're gonna always see these things differently. You're pro-police. You don't think there's ever been an issue with policing. They've always had the trust of black. I just asked you that, Anton.
I said in the 50s and the 60s specifically.
And that is a ridiculous thing to say, because you know good and well that is just simply untrue. But your beliefs work for you. Your beliefs work for you, but they're not facts, and that's just what it is, babe. But if you all believe, we
don't even have these conversations because it's not something that's promoted by the media until it's election season. And so the only reason that we're talking about this is because it's to keep us distracted from the things that's really meaningful. It's not that police reform is a problem. It's that they continue to promote this thing because they want y'all to have a conversation based off of race, and they know that they're going to finesse you into having
everything is based off of race in America, Anton. Everything is based off of race in America. Why?
What was the 2023 and the 2022 police issue? When it comes
what do you mean? What was it? What do you mean?
Who was the person that was hurt by the police officers in 2022 or 2023?
Several people. What do you mean? I don't know. That's too vague to ask.
Name one.
That's too vague to ask.
It's not too vague. Name one. Name any one of them. Name any person that you think was being policed wrong when it comes to the brown and black communities, and that was unjustly unjustly, negatively dealt with and hurt and killed by the police officer.
2022, 23. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
The fact
I'm
he's trying to prove it, you
not
can't.
naming off the top of my head and be on torture like this.
You can't do it.
I don't. Just because I can't think of a name right now on the spot, I can go right now and Google a whole list of names of people that have been killed by excessive force by the police. Y'all sitting here trying to pick apart this just because I can't name.
That argument makes no sense, but it's the only thing that she can use when you've been baptized in critical race theory.
Deny the fact that there is a policing issue in this country. Y'all are trying to deny the fact that this country is based on racism, and everything about this country is built on race. That's what they built it off of. We are the superiors, you are the inferiors, you're my slave because of your skin color. You're gonna build these streets, you're gonna build these walls, you're gonna build these businesses for free. We're gonna breed you, we're gonna use you to birth our babies, clean our babies. We're not gonna pay you for anything that you contribute to this country.
So the same people that she is calling racist are willing to risk their lives every day to protect and serve a community of people that if they really were racist, they would hate. So why wouldn't they just stand back and let them continue to destroy themselves? And they don't have to lose their lives in the process. It doesn't make any sense. And that's why she has no data and she has no stats. She's just going off of emotion.
We're going to terrorize your neighborhoods when you do try to progress. We're going to do everything in our power to keep you what it is. And y'all can cover your faces and hold your eyes all you want. This is just simply the facts. And I know that it's hard for you to receive that because you live in your bubble because you think you host police nights at your rooftop, that you think you got an in over there and you're safe. I just see it differently, baby.
Classic orangutan behavior. She doesn't want to hear any stats. That's why this is called facts over feelings. For them, facts don't matter. And that's why they end up, like he's going to point out, voting for the worst leaders because they get their votes based off emotion.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with calling it out. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, we need help in police reform so they understand how to not view black and brown people as criminals first. Because that's their indoctrination across the board. You're already guilty before they even know what's going on, which is why they entered Sonia Maxey's house the way they did, which is why Trayvon Martin is dead, which is why Sandra Bland is dead, which is why Tamir Rice is dead. Let's be fucking for real.
Men, run. Run. Run from that.
Again, my point is that we have no compassion for people just because they put on a uniform at all. And we think it's only supposed to be one-sided. And so we would rather have conversations about and make it always about race, even when you have people policing your own community that's a part of the community, which is one of the things that black people ask for, but we don't take no responsibility of holding the people accountable that's committing the crimes in our own community. We'll completely ignore the black on black crime, and then we'll have conversations about white on black crime. We'll have conversations about whether or not somebody is policing your community effectively, but we don't even have conversations about whether or not that police officer is in the line of duty. And we have no compassion, zero compassion whatsoever, because even when it comes to troops, we have compassion for them and we say, thank you for your service. Oh man, if it's one troop that died, that's war on American soil. But a police officer can get his life or his or her life taken away because there's women that's dying out here too. And we have no compassion for it whatsoever, only because we want to align based off of race. And if that's how it happens, if you die, then that's just what you signed up for. And these people are supposed to give a fuck. They supposed to go into your war zones, places that you don't even want to be into, and fix your communities with no support whatsoever. And you think that these people are willing, and they should be willing every single day in order to serve you when you don't give a fuck about them?
Serve them, sir.
I don't think that's what Jazz is saying. I don't think Jazz
Listen.
Not
You can't do it because then they're going to be complaining about the crime in their area.
So what I would say is, right?
Take it away from them and give it to us. I'm cool. Give me more police in my area, and I'm going to feel way safer. And I'm going to let y'all go ahead and self-police and also get social workers to respond to police calls, or what would usually be police calls. And so they can make sure that they go and talk the people down and find the criminals based off of their social work skills.
So
Y'all
what we
deserve
should
every
do
single
is,
thing that y'all get in y'all communities. Everything you get, you deserve it. What, you don't think that these people don't know who the ones that's doing all of the dirt and the crime in the community is? You don't think? Wait. Fuck the relationships, man. Help yourselves. Fix your own fucking community. I'm sick of this, dog. Because y'all know who the people are that's selling the dope. You know who it is that's killing people. You know who the pedos are. You know who the dudes that's riding around dirty. You know who the motherfuckers is likely to kill somebody. But then y'all want to sit here and act like y'all don't know what the fuck is going on in y'all community. Man, fuck these communities. This is why I hate the hood. This is why I hate the culture. Because these is a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers that sit here and want to say shit about how it is that they need to be police, and they don't even pour into the resources that ultimately pay for the police in the first place. These motherfuckers don't pay one tax. We paying in order to keep the crime out of our communities, and these motherfuckers want to sit here and complain and whine about the ones that's actually putting lives on the line on a regular basis. I think that we should be, yes, I'm with it 100%. You know what? I think that y'all deserve Kamala Harris. I think that y'all deserve Tiffany Henyard. You deserve Lori Lightfoot, Brandon Johnson, Eric Adams, Karen Bass, Andre Dickens. You deserve Shang Tao or Shang Tsung over there in Oakland. You deserve the diversity, equity, and inclusion mayor over in San Francisco. Y'all deserve every single bad thing that is coming your way, including no police officers. They got a total of 34 police officers that's patrolling the entire Oakland area on any given day. I think that they should remove all of the no, take it all out. Get these people so that they ain't got to put their lives on the line every day. Let them deal with what's in their own communities. Let them clean up their own communities. Fuck them. Let them have themselves. Let them eat each other. Let them destroy each other. And just build a wall around these motherfuckers and let them all try to figure it out together.
Woo! Hot soup. Oh yeah, it's tight, but it's right. It's sentiments like this that is a part of the shift that we're seeing take place in America. And you know what? It's long overdue, but it's very needed. Now, for those who follow me and know what I do with Support Our Shields, you know that I always talk about the impact. That impact of meeting with colleagues and families of officers who are killed in the line of duty. But what I haven't shared as much is the conversations that I have with officers about all that they go through on a daily basis. The horrors that they see, the weight that they carry. The trauma is real. Because here's the harsh truth. So many of them see more chaos, devastation, and pure evil in 1 month than most of us see in a lifetime. Think about that. So many of them have been blessed by seeing Anton's message. And I've had the joy of them telling me, you know what? He gets it. And he can say what we can't. Think about that. And the makeup of this particular panel was perfect because it represents the problem. Police know it, but few are in the position to openly address it because of politics. Because the same mindset of the female that had the problem with Anton's mic drop represents the matriarchal mess that is running rampant in the black community today. The orangutans are not wife material. They are running off men and they're raising sassy son husbands and loose girls. And the minute these hellions that they are producing get caught, they want to blame the police. You can't beat them jumping online or jumping in front of a podium and calling for police reform and community of color sensitivity training. What? How about you train up your child with some morals and common sense? And while you're at it, train yourself to close your damn legs and stop sleeping with every Tayshawn, Derek, and Harpo. And it's called marry before you carry. And that's become so foreign in the community, and it is exactly why we're at the bottom of nearly every social economic category today. But we don't want to take responsibility for it And people like that every day wake up and blame the white man. The man. When less than 5% of the population, black males between the ages of 15 and 45, account for nearly 50% of the homicides every year, that's not a police problem. That's a culture problem. What fool thinks that defunding, demoralizing, and demonizing the people who are laying their lives on the line every day to try to protect the innocent lives and get the bad guys is a good idea? Wokeness really is a mental illness. And I'm just blessed to stand with men like Anton Daniels, like Vince Ellison, like John Amachuku, who are saying we refuse to follow the same dusty Democrat plantation managers to our own demise. We're exposing their dark deeds, and as Anton says, we're calling them to the front of the congregation. Playtime is over, punks. Now I'm incorporating the mic drop trophy from my Critical Perspective channel to Facts Over Feelings, because my main focus has shifted to support our shields and partnering with Standard House Media for this very important season that we find ourselves in as a nation. So Anton Daniels, this mic drop is for you. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for all of your work. Thank you for being willing to stand for truth and be a voice for clarity in a climate of chaos and corruption. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person this week and presenting you with a mic drop trophy. Well, not this one, but a personalized version for you, because I truly believe that you were one of the people that contributed to the red wave that took place last November. You've built an amazing platform that is reaching so many people that traditional media never would have. And you have been a game changer for the conservative movement. And that's coming from someone that's been a conservative since 1999. My wife and I pray for you and your family, and that you continue to trust God and all the doors that He's opening for you. Go to AntonDaniels.com to keep up with everything that's going on with him. You have to subscribe to his social media, especially YouTube. And don't forget to catch the Millionaire Morning Show, where he's killing off mainstream media one day at a time. So that's a wrap for this edition of Facts Over Feelings, brought to you by Support Our Shields. If you've been redeemed by the King of Kings, then I'm your brother, no matter your color. Remember this: life isn't fair, but God is just. Be blessed. I need to watch some more Anton Daniels.